One evening, Jesus took 3 of his disciples to a high mountain to pray. Jesus had singled out Peter, James, and John to come pray with him alone. But instead, the 3 men were overcome with sleep. After a while, though, they awoke to a glorious vision on the mountain. Jesus' face was transfigured to shine like the sun. His garments were white like lightning, and the prophets Moses and Elijah were standing on either side of him, speaking about the exodus Jesus was about to accomplish in Jerusalem. Moses had led Israel in an exodus out of physical bondage in Egypt, but Jesus was going to accomplish an even greater exodus in Jerusalem. He was going to lead his people out of spiritual bondage to sin and death forever. Awestruck by the glorious sight, Peter offered to build 3 tabernacles, one for Jesus, Moses, and Elijah. But Peter spoke 3 words of folly, for only Jesus deserved to be worshipped as God. While he was still speaking, a bright cloud enveloped the 3 disciples, and a voice from heaven proclaimed, "This is my beloved Son, hear him." When the cloud dispersed, Jesus was standing there alone. He told the 3 men not to fear, but to arise, so that they could rejoin the other disciples. The glorious vision of the Mount of Transfiguration is the exact opposite of Mount Calvary, the mountain of judgment. How is this the case? On the night he was betrayed, Jesus took his disciples to the Mount of Olives to pray. Once more, he singled out Peter, James, and John to come pray with him alone. And again, the 3 men were overcome with sleep. But this time, when they awoke, instead of seeing Jesus glorified, they would see Jesus taken to Mount Calvary, the mountain of judgment. There, instead of a face transfigured to shine like the sun, Jesus' face was disfigured with crimson blood. Instead of shining garments, he was stripped naked to his shame. Instead of standing between 2 prophets, he was lifted up between 2 common thieves. Peter again spoke 3 words of folly, this time denying Jesus entirely 3 times. But this time, instead of a bright cloud, darkness covered the mount, and instead of the voice of God, only a lowly centurion would proclaim, "Truly this man was the Son of God." Why did Jesus choose to suffer on the mountain of judgment when he is the one to whom all glory is due? He suffered so that he could tell us not to fear, but to arise and live forever.